Hey, it's Arcade. Just as I promised, I'm going to broadcast live today because my Amino profile has reached 100 followers. Well, actually, it's up to about 140 now. It was 100, but it's been a little while since then. Like 2 days. Yeah, that's just how active that community is. Um, well, it needs to be a little bit more active, in my opinion, but we'll talk on that later. Just as I promised, I'm live. Um, that's way faster than Facebook, by the way, with followers. uh, I've been on Facebook for a while, and I haven't reached half as many followers that quickly before, ever. Um, this is my first time going live, so if I stumble on my words, I'm sorry. If I fumble my speakings a little bit, I'm live. What are you going to do? It's Mario time. First off, I'd like to speak on some recent news. I'm calling this recent happenings. Super Mario Run is confirmed to be headed to Android. That a lot of people still don't know this. Super Mario Run is coming to Android. Miyamoto has not said when, but he has confirmed it in a Yahoo interview. All that he said is that it's going to be later. It's going to be after the iPhone iOS version of the game. Hallmark Mario ornaments. Those just were announced, technically. They were shared on their Facebook, Hallmark Facebook. I have a link on Amino if you want to find that. Links will be shared for all these articles after I talk about them. Okay, so if you want to know more about this stuff, go to www.mariotimenews.blogspot.com, and it's also going to be on Amino. So if you're on Amino, Mario Amino, you'll be able to find these. Okay. So Hallmark Mario ornaments, they look well. They're not the most creative ornaments, but I'd probably still gotta buy them. They're awesome. Mario is hitting a block, a question mark block, and Yoshi is jumping off of a brick block. So, in fact, those guys are right here. In fact, I'll show you them while I'm talking so that you guys have something to look at. Here we go. There they are. Hey guys. Okay, so Hallmark ornaments, those were announced, and I'll get these for sure. But I do wish they were a tad more creative. Like I said, they're not very creative. They show us 2 ornaments. There could be more on the way, but that's not confirmed yet, so don't take my word for it. They have 2017 tags on them. It's kind of sad that they're not coming out for this Christmas, but they are supposedly coming out for next Christmas. So if you see those in stores, you heard it here first. Unless you heard it somewhere else and then you watch this, then you heard it somewhere else and then repeated it for you. But that's no big deal. And the new Super Mario Brothers Hot Wheels have been popping up in I've been informed by friends that are Walmart, but I personally have no proof of that because I haven't been able to find it yet. I have checked Walmart many times in my area. The Walmart in my area does not have them. Their bin is still the exclusive Star Wars Hot Wheels. It's kind of annoying, but hey, what are you gonna do? I've been checking them relentlessly without finding a single car. Okay, Super Mario Adventures have returned from the pages of Nintendo Power. That was a comic strip, well, not a comic strip, but a comic, book thing inside of Nintendo Power magazines, or something like that. and they have been republished in a graphic novel form. It's pretty awesome. I mean, the comics, I don't believe, follow the canon story of Mario, but hey, it's something. And until now, we didn't have any comic books of Mario being published, so that's pretty cool. We have a technical new Mario comic book out. Okay. Back in September 30th, Andrew Griffin reported on Super Mario's actual age. This is kind of strange to me. I mean, it's pretty cool, don't get me wrong, it's just a little strange. It doesn't make much sense. But hey, I guess Mario, in a fictional sense, has an age too, just as he would if he were a real person. So, I guess some earlier video on Nintendo's website gave him the clue, and like Miyamoto said that he is between the age of 24 or 25, and that was in a 2005 video. So Mario is around 25 years old in a fictional sense. Not to say he's a real person, because if he was a real person, he'd probably be much older. But around 30 or so. People, fans of Mario, would get that. Anyway, Mario is 25 fictionally. So that's cool. We have an age for Mario. But also kind of strange because he has wicked facial hair. I mean, for a 25-year-old, it's pretty thick, bushy mustache. Only the Mario Bros. Could do something at such age, have such thick. Anyway, moving on. Let's see. Okay. Game Informer recently interviewed a few developers behind the Mario Sonic game series. Mario and Sonic have been rivals, but the game series Mario and Sonic at the Olympics puts them in the same game battling each other. I read some of the interviews, and one thing I didn't like about it was that they were talking about how they couldn't put them in a platformer together because the speed mechanics wouldn't work. Now, I understand where like Miyamoto would come off saying that, because Mario's speed is different from Sonic's speed, but if you look back at really old articles and stuff like that, like about Mario and Sonic in the old games, they claimed that Mario was faster than Sonic later on. They discovered that Mario's speed was faster than Sonic, and I can't count how many times I beat Sonic at a foot race in Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, so why can't Sonic keep up with Mario enough to make a platformer game? I don't know. But apparently they just didn't feel that that was the way to go. So they brought in the Olympics because they figured they could base it off of the Olympics and tie in that battle of Olympic sports in their battle between the gaming generations. And thus it was born. So, and they speak on how Sonic's creator had the original idea to bring the two characters into a game together, or he say compared to now. I'm kind of glad they waited. Still, it's interesting though, isn't it? Okay, moving on to news. I'd like to say a few things about the Mario Amino community. First of all, shout out to Riles. He's a very fair and kind leader, and he put up with quite a lot. So, way to go, Riles. You're awesome. He's very active. A lot of people, I mean, they're not being as active as I wish they would be. Still, it's still a very active community for all of Amino, apparently. There's been posts saying that all of Amino is being inactive. Well, Mario Amino, still going. And if I have anything to say about it, it'll live on forever. Okay. Okay. Let me see here. I have this all written down. I'm sorry, I'm trying to go through it all. Another shout out goes to Moon Girl. She's an amazing artist. You can see her artwork featured nearly every time she posts it, and she even drew me an amazing art piece. I used it as my header. I boosted the color a little bit, put it on my header, and it's gorgeous. It's awesome. She made this TV. She did it exactly how I asked. Video games with in front of, and it's a like old like little with flat screen or something on it. TV is Super Mario Brothers U. It's awesome. Yeah, it's epic. I love it. I've shared it 3 times now. Given her 2 shout outs. Moon Girl, you're awesome. Okay, moving forward again. Sorry, I got a lot to cover here, and my camera just fell over. Well, I told you, my first time going live. I'm so sorry. My camera just fell over. If you're just tuning in, my camera fell over. But that was it for that. Okay, another shout out, Darth Wario. He's a very avid Mario fanatic collector, and I'm always looking forward to seeing something from him. It's really cool to see his little mashups between the Star Wars universe and the Mario universe, and then he's a really good artist too. The last drawing he did about the Switch Challenge, a little strange, but can you blame him? Luma doesn't wear clothes. Okay, I'm not gonna get into that. Anyway. That art is fantastic. Then another well, not character, but person, the Wild Yoshi, now known as Wild, started following my profile soon after I found more of their posts. I honestly don't know their gender, so I'm sorry I can't say girl or boy, his or her posted. But Wild, you're awesome. um, when I first arrived, I thought he and Darth were already curators, and I was surprised to find out they weren't because they had both entered to become curators, or at least I knew Wild had. And I mean, they were so active. They're on everyone's posts. They're sharing when they find something cool. They're liking when they genuinely like something. They're not just spamming people. I thought that these guys were curators, and not to mention, they're doing something that I do a lot, and that's just finding these things that have no relation to Mario and saying, "Hey, this is a Mario community. Get that out of here." So I'm sorry if I bothered you if I did that to you. It's just rules are the rules. Gotta follow them. And so when I saw them doing that, I just kind of assumed, oh, these guys must be the curators. But nope. That was strange for me. Just it made sense that they would be curators. Anyway, Wild Yoshi's very clever and unique, and they're always sharing something interesting. Spario is a very kind friend. He's befriended me since I joined, and he's great. He's a great example of a Mario fan. I'm just getting to know everyone, so if I didn't mention anyone, please don't feel upset about it. Don't feel left out, because I'm still new. It's only been around 14 days since I joined. I'm shocked at how fast I have gotten so many friends, so many followers. But I'm not upset about it. I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy that this is an active community. A Mario themed Facebook, basically, a Mario social network, is something I've dreamed about for a long time. So, basically, a dream come true, and I'm glad I found it. As for the far as the community goes, it's pretty good. There's a little drama, but there's drama everywhere. Um, there's a lot of kids. Okay, so if you are youthful of a young age, no offense to you whatsoever. I'm a very youthful person. Otherwise, I wouldn't have the awesome Mario collection I do, and I'm not going to lie, it's awesome because I'm very happy with it. But I'm not bragging either. I'm just saying that I am youthful as well. So I'm not saying that you're less of a person because you're youthful. I'm not belittling you. I'm just saying that people can be kind of childish sometimes with their posts. They have to think about what they post before they post it. You can't just claim something without the facts. And some of the more youthful people on Amino have agreed with me. So, we got that, but otherwise, the community is awesome. I love sharing, I love seeing everyone's reactions to my memes, and I love to see when something of mine gets featured or something of someone else's gets featured, or that they've accepted one of my features, because that means that I helped somebody get featured, and I feel really good about that. Overall, if I weren't already on Facebook groups, I'd probably leave Facebook for the Super Mario Amino community. Amino's just so much better than Facebook. It is. So, that's pretty much it for my live feed. But don't go. Stay around. Stick around. I want to have a Q&A time, a question and answers, if you don't know what that means, which most people do. Question and answers. If you leave a question pertaining to Mario or myself in the comments, I'll try my hardest to answer them the best I can. Unfortunately, I cannot do it live, so leave the comments on Amino, and I will try my best to answer them. Or you can message me on there. Feel free. If you have a question about like how I got here, if you got a question about my favorite Mario character, I get these questions all the time. If you have something completely new that nobody has ever asked me before, I would love to hear it, because frankly, I could use a refresher, something that's fresh, not the same old, same old. But yeah, that's about it for the video. All right, laters. In Mario time, all the time.
Mario! Mario! This is Luigi. I need to go rescue the princess. Okay. Woohoo!